to tonight.
Self-paid, self-made, millionaire. I used to play around the world, now I'm around the world, getting paid. Girl, bro, no bro, don't hit the game and I won't solve. I wanna get rich, you mind me? Now let me see what the Lord split your life.
Hey, baby girl, what you doing tonight? I wanna see what you got in store. Hey, baby, giving it your all when you're dancing on me. I wanna see if you can give me some more. Hey, baby, you can be my girl, I can be your man, and we can pump this jam however you want. Hey, baby, pump it from the side, pump it upside down, or we can pump it from the back and the front. Hey, baby. Drop it to the floor, make me wanna say, hey, baby, yeah, you can shake some more, make me wanna say, hey, baby, ooh, you got it, cause you make me wanna say, hey, baby, yeah, don't stop it, cause you make me wanna say,
Make money, this shit right here gotta eat, baby. And scared money don't make money, that's how it goes in the street, baby. But enough about the nonsense, baby girl, take a shot to your conscience. Not a goon or a goblin, I'm a monster, cause I hit all the baddest women in the world, honest.
Baby, baby, la 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 la. Baby, baby, la 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 la. Baby, baby, la 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 la. Baby, baby, la 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 la.
drop it to the floor, make me wanna say, hey, baby, yeah, you can shake some more, make me wanna say, hey, baby, ooh, you got it, cause you make me wanna say, hey, baby, yeah, don't stop it.
I want to tonight.
Make no excuses now, I'm talking here and now, I'm talking here and now, let's go. Your time is running out, I'm talking here and now, I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you doing. It's all about where you going, no matter where you've been. Let's go.
Then okay, I can listen to it.
Theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on, part and I'm getting my scream on, ain't in the kingdom, but watch it you bring home. You see a black man with a white woman at the top floor, they gon' come to kill King Kong. Middle America packed in, can't they see me in my black skin? Number one question they asking, I don't get ran at by Catholics, because of conservative Baptists, claiming I'm overreacting like the black kids in Chirac bitch. Go in the morning, and I'm zoning, they say I'm possessed. It's the omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 360 where the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. So follow me up, cause this shit about to go. I'm doing 500, I'm out of control, but there's nowhere to go, and there's no way to slow. If I knew what I knew in the past, I would have been like that on Williams. 4 in the morning, and I'm zoning, they say I'm possessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 360 where the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. Stop all the coon ish, early morning cartoon ish. This is that goon ish. Fuck up your whole afternoon. I'm aware I'm a wolf. Soon as the moon hit, I'm aware I'm a king. Back out the tomb, bitch. Back out the room, shit. Stop out the room, shit. These niggas ain't doing shit. These niggas ain't doing shit. Come on, homie, what happened? Niggas again breathing, you gasping. These niggas ain't ready for action. Ready for action. In the morning, and I'm zoning, I think I'm possessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 360 where the Trojans, baby, be living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. So follow me, I couldn't have this shit to go. I'm doing 500, I'm out of control, but there's nowhere to go, and there's no way to slow. If I knew what I knew in the past, I would have been like I
wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call the Goonies. I see the future, crystal ball, mirror hanging on the wall. Who the fly white boy of the mall? Got your girlfriend screening all the calls. She bubbling, we and then you cuddling like baby where the you been? I wanna tell you she in love with him, so we ain't saying nothing. You could probably tell she bluffing, cause she kissed you with the mouth she gave me with my concussion. Yeah, she blushing, all red, wanna rush and go to bed. You interrogate that like you the fed, so she said funky. Most dope. Hey. Kids, what's up? I'm dessert. Graduate. Oh yeah, I just graduated high school. Ha-ha. Hey homie, don't be mad at your girl. I don't cut anything yet. It's not my fault. Yeah, I'm just doing me. If the girl love me, let her love me. You feel me? So baby, baby, don't cry.
We haven't talked in months. Fun just isn't fun. I barely even eat anymore. And we don't cry for sleep anymore. There's something I may try. This drink doesn't taste right. It wasn't like our drunk nights, drunk nights. It wasn't like our drunk nights, drunk nights. It wasn't like our drunk nights. We haven't talked in months.
Good evening and welcome to Mazzaferro Field on the East Campus of Bridgewater State University for today's NCAA MASCAC matchup, featuring the visiting Vikings of Salem State University and your Bears of Bridgewater State University.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bridgewater State University is a safe, respectful, and inclusive community. We welcome and respect freedom of speech in all forms of peaceful protest in support of social justice and racial equity. We are committed to providing and supporting learning and growing together in a welcoming and inclusive environment.
And now, here are your starting lineups. First, for the Vikings. In the midfield, senior from Beverly, Massachusetts, number 3, Michaela Mason. In the midfield, senior from Beverly, Massachusetts, number 5, Melanie Mason. At forward, graduate student from Upton, Massachusetts, number 7, Caroline Herbert. In defense, senior from Methuen, Massachusetts, number 10, Kaya Hollingsworth. In defense, graduate student from Everett, Massachusetts, number 11, Ashley Yeba. At forward, junior from Attleboro, Massachusetts, number 12, Laura McVeigh. In the midfield, sophomore from Pepperell, Massachusetts, number 13, Alina Frith. In defense, graduate student from Danvers, Massachusetts, number 15, Stephanie Santarella. In the midfield, sophomore from Marshfield, Massachusetts, number 19, Hannah Cochran. In defense, junior from Burlington, Massachusetts, number 22, Alexia Hamilton. And in goal, freshman from Middleborough, Massachusetts, number 33, Izzy Mosley. The head coach for Salem is Karen Atkinson. She is in her 3rd season. And now, for your Bears of Bridgewater State University, at forward, sophomore from Ipswich, Massachusetts, number 1, Lexi James. At forward, graduate student from Nantucket, Massachusetts, number 2, Jordan Perry. In defense, sophomore from Nantucket, Massachusetts, number 3, Reagan Perry. In defense, freshman from Westport, Massachusetts, number 9, Abby Zuber. In defense, junior from Hanson, Massachusetts, number 12, Noelle Cornetta. At forward, senior from Blackstone, Massachusetts, number 14, Zoe Bergeron. In defense, sophomore from Attleboro, Massachusetts, number 17, Emilia Westwater. In the midfield, senior from Carver, Massachusetts, number 18, Charlotte McElroy. In defense, senior from Byfield, Massachusetts, number 20, Erin Power. In defense, senior from Natick, Massachusetts, number 22, Carolyn Greendale. And in goal, freshman from Attleboro, Massachusetts, number 31, Kaylee Hutchinson. The head coach for the Bears is Ashley Bishop in her 2nd season, and she is assisted by Nicole Eldridge. Officials for today's contest were Donna Chung and Scott Sunaz Lodge. And at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
The NCAA, the Massachusetts State Collegiate Athletic Conference, and Bridgewater State University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, and any other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited.
It's a typical brisk October night here at Peter Mazzaferro Field on the East Campus of Bridgewater State University. Home tonight of two teams trying to right the ship in MASCAC play. Bears field hockey receiving a visit from the Vikings of Salem State University. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bears Sports Network. I'm Matt Donahue on the call with you, along with Luke Mansfield on camera. These two teams come in going through somewhat of skids. Bears just 3-6-1 on the season. Just one win in MASCAC play out of 5 games played. Vikings come in 4-7 on the year, including 2-3 in MASCAC play. Bears' first win, it's worth noting, was their last game on Friday, a 5-2 victory at Fitchburg State. Vikings, by contrast, coming in from a loss, a 3-2 defeat in overtime against Worcester State on Saturday. Both of these teams with plenty to prove tonight. In net for the Bears, it's Hutchinson, the freshman. Yes, indeed, Hutchinson, the freshman from Attleboro, got my wires crossed. Attleboro native, played her high school ball at Durfee High in Fall River. And with plenty of supporters behind her tonight in net for the Vikings is Izzy Mosley, the freshman from not too far away in Middleborough. And a loud and proud Middleborough High Sachems fan contingent here tonight at Peter Mazzaferro Field. Worth noting that Mosley is the only keeper to see any time so far this year for the Vikings. She has started all 11 games Salem State has played so far. Well over 600 minutes in net. Allows just 2.88 goals on average a game. She has been something of a wall for them, helping them overcome what troubles they may meet. And both of these teams, to be frank, have met some troubles along the way so far this season. First quarter's underway and the Vikings get the ball back. Another whistle. Another foul, this time committed by the Vikings. Good pickoff. It was Hollingsworth, the Methuen native, listed as a goalkeeper, but out there in midfield. It's a relatively thin Salem State team, but despite this, they have managed to piece together 4 wins, including, as I mentioned, 2-3 in conference play. They've been able to keep themselves afloat despite their relatively short roster. That one's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Bears. Here's Power inbounding for Bridgewater. Ends up with Westwater. Slip ahead through a couple defenders, trying to chase it down. Looks like it's Cochran. And some traffic in front of the Vikings net. But it's turned away after a foul. Bears got a little bit too creative and give the ball back to the Vikings. Hebert trying to slip it forward at midfield. Right back to the Bears. McElroy trying to collect, runs into Melanie Mason. Bears keep it on the whistle. And boy, have there been whistles so far. This time the Bears will get something of a push out of the whistle, and it's McElroy pushing it forward. Up to Bergeron, stopped again, went out of bounds. Last touched by the Vikings. A little under 12.5 to play in the first quarter here at Peter Mazzaferro Field. Yet another whistle, and McElroy is going to see what she can do from the right side. The push in. Poked immediately by Salem State. And just a whole lot of contact. Vikings will give up their first penalty corner of the night. So Izzy Mosley and her just shy of 78% save percentage will be put to the test. Slip across, Bears looking for the feed in, couldn't find it. Bergeron's look was deflected, and the Vikings survive. A long bomb through. Ends up just coming to the stick of Cornetta. Vikings trying to slip it back the other way just as quickly. Here's Melanie Mason. Mason slipped through, intended target looked like it was Cochran. Poke through, good deflection off the leg. A quick save by Hutchinson gets it out of the way. That time out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings, but an early save for Hutchinson off the leg pad. It was Hollingsworth with the pressure there. Number 10 that I misread as number 19, to be honest with you. This time out the back, and it's going to stay with the Bears. Vikings with a couple of good chances early, but not able to connect. And the Bears, of course, with the penalty corner that also amounted to little if nothing. Bears are trying to pull it the other way with limited success. A 2-on-1 there. It's going to stay with Bridgewater State. They were all up in the business of Hannah Cochran. Correction, may have been Frith, sophomore from Pepperell. Salem has already made a substitution. Frith out and Claire Fallica, the freshman from Acton, in. So the Vikings trying to find a little bit of a spark early. Under 10 to play in the first quarter. The stands are filling up as McElroy is going to try to take another look from the right side. Vikings treating it essentially like a penalty corner, and that is stuffed immediately. Big deflection there. McElroy going to try her luck yet again. Consulting with the official as to where she can actually place it down. Slip through, whistle, foul. This one again on the Vikings, and McElroy for a third time now Pushes it across, slipped it outside to Westwater, who tried to angle it in, but the Vikings able to spurn it. Looked like Michaela Mason trying to slip one across. Both these teams have given it away plentifully on fouls so far, or at least whistles and stoppages in play. So Alina Frith will come back into the game. She will be replacing Caroline Hebert, the grad student who got the start tonight for the Vikings. Bears trying to push the other way up ahead now, thinking they have a full head of steam. Across and intended for Bergeron. Bergeron back through, nobody quite there. A little bit of trouble out of her net to try to grab it is Mosley. She's able to do exactly that, and the Middleborough fans in the stands are quite pleased with her performance. Mosley just in her first year with this Salem State program, but already a formidable starter. Again, only keeper the Vikings have put in net so far this season. Just about 7 to play, no score yet, although both teams a couple of good chances. A penalty corner for the Bears. A couple of good pressures on the offensive end by the Vikings. Bit of a duel at midfield between Melanie Mason, and it is Greendale who gets the better of it. McElroy working up, trying to put one through. Got it to James. Slip across again, and before the Bears can collect a whistle, and things are turned back. Salem with another substitution, Kaya Hollingsworth, who got the start tonight, the senior from Methuen, listed as a goalkeeper but was playing in the midfield. She will step out and be replaced by another Southeastern Mass native, Allison Thomas, the freshman from Carver. Vikings looking for a push, but that is blown dead. Now it's the Bears looking to find something from the angle. In fact, it'll be a penalty corner that the Vikings have given up. Second of the night for the Bears, with 5:35 left in the first. Slung in and across, looks like it's Bergeron trying to find a look. Batted around, Bergeron trying to poke something through again. Still a scrum. Mosley is in the middle of it trying to kick it out of bounds, and that's exactly what she will do. Gives up another corner, but a big stop on her feet for Izzy Mosley. Vikings arrange themselves on the defensive end. Bears will try with the inbound from the left side of the net this time. Direct push out. It was to Zuber first. More contact right in front. Mosley trying to get back to the spot, and before anyone can collect, the play is blown dead. It was Zuber who looked like she tried to step back in there and find an angle from just to the right. Pushed back out, but the Bears will have another crack at this. Jordan Perry. Correction, excuse me, Cornetta saw the 2 when it was actually 12. Westwater nearly gets it given away, and looks like it's Hamilton who was able to pull that one off. Play still going. Hamilton now slips it forward to Thomas. Thomas doing the dance with Cornetta at midfield, going to stay with the Vikings. Melanie Mason slips it forward, but it's a little bit too far for anybody. Her intended target appeared to be Ashley Yeba, the Everett native grad student. If I was indeed reading that correctly. You hate to say it, but some of the jersey numbers from our distance up here in the broadcast booth, sometimes a little bit tough under the lights. You'd think it would help, but sometimes it can be quite the opposite. Bears trying to take it the other way now on the left side. Vikings now with the initiative, trying to play around the numbers. Bears getting back defensively. The slip through, and it was good stick work at first by Michaela Mason. She's able to keep on the whistle. Mason essentially getting triple teamed, trying to push it back. Can't quite get it to anyone. Good intervention there. Hamilton getting in on it to keep it from going too far out of the reach of the Vikings. Salem State with a substitution. Yeppa will get a breather, and Hebert comes back in. And for the Bears, Madison Ellis will come in the place of Jordan Perry. Ellis, another freshman from Attleboro, but played her high school ball in Attleboro. Traffic in the middle. This one's a little bit airborne. Good block out by the Bears. Vikings looking for a second wind, and the play's blown dead. Little over 2 to go in the first quarter. No score yet. Bergeron. Up forward, nearly interrupted. It could be a clear look for Ellis. She's trying to find a way in. Puts it to the side. A swat, not quite. Bounces out to the right, nearly to Bergeron. Play stopped. Bears with another try from the outside as the clock slips under 2 minutes. Lexi James with the shot attempt for the Bears on that last play. Another one broken up, another one resulting in a penalty corner to the benefit of Bridgewater State. And the Bears are about to take their 3rd of the quarter. Triggered in from the right this time. Slap shot, not quite. Mosley in the mix. There's a darn good reason the Vikings have relied on Izzy Mosley so far this season. And being a part of 3 crucial penalty corner stops has just proven exactly that reasoning. It was Madison Ellis who tried to lay one in on her. Couldn't find any luck. Ended up going a bit wide. Just over a minute to play in the first.
1 minute remaining.
Low slung that was intended for Hebert. A little bit too far, and it goes the way of the Bears. Interruption there, whistle, play stopped. Could have been a good takeaway. It looked like it was Thomas who was involved. McElroy Feed across, trying to get it to James. James slips through, giveaway.
8, 7.
Just seconds
6,
left in the first,
5,
no score.
4.
And it looks like that's
3,
how this first quarter
2,
will end.
1.
So after 15 minutes, neither team quite able to pick the other's locks. And after one quarter, it's no score between the Bears and the Vikings here at Peter Masafero Field.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night, let's live it up. I got my money, let's spin it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my God. Jump out that sofa, let's get off. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, face down, losing our control. Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my God. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov.
15 minutes down, 45 to go. No score between the Vikings and the Bears, each trying to improve where they sit in the MASCAC standings. Bears with just one win in 5 games of MASCAC play. Vikings, by contrast, 2-3 in the conference. Second quarter is underway. A couple of good chances for both teams. Some offensive pressure by the Vikings, and of course 3 penalty corners in the first quarter for the Bears. But none of them leading to much resolution at all. Vikings trying to work with some initiative the other way. Here's Michaela Mason. Slips it across to Fallica. Out of bounds, though. Bridgewater State now looking for a chance from the left side. Feed in, not quite corralled. But the play blown dead for yet another BSU penalty corner, their 4th so far tonight. Vikings have managed to see off all 3 so far. They'll look to do it again. Ball in play, traffic, and it hits the back. Bears finally on their 4th penalty corner of the game, able to find the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Bridgewater State. Getting conflicting reports as to who the goal. Looks like it was Reagan Perry in the mix, sophomore from Nantucket. So Perry able to capitalize on the penalty corner and puts the Bears up 1-0. An assist by Lexi James on the play. With a little under 13 to go in the first half.
Bridgewater State goal scored by number 3, Reagan Perry.
With that score, Perry picks up her first goal of the season. She also has an assist to her name. And Lexi James, this program's points leader, picks up her first assist. Vikings trying to find some pressure down the other end to tie this thing up. A whistle, and they could get just such a look in just a second. Here's Melanie Mason at the left angle, looking for a way in. Mason with the stick work gets it pulled away. Bears tearing across midfield. It was a pull away by Lexi James. Favor returned in kind. Here comes Cochran. Gets her ball pulled away by Bergeron. And finally, possession whistled to Bridgewater State. Vikings trying to lay out a united front defensively, nearly some danger. James was trying to find her way in. For their trouble, the Bears get yet another penalty corner. Their 5th of the night now. 1 for 4 scoring on them. Vikings with a substitution. Ashley Yeba, who started the second quarter, will come back out and get a breather. Alina Frith will come back in her place. Vikings able to see off another penalty corner with 11.5 to go in the first half. Bears 1, Vikings nothing. Reagan Perry with the goal, assisted by James. Across. James had an eye on it, but it was taken right back away by the Vikings. Looked like it was Santarella, the graduate student from Danvers, possibly involved in the defensive play. Came in to start the second quarter for the Vikes. Bergeron out the back, and it's going to go the Vikings' way. No, I stand corrected. It will in fact stay on this end. Bears are going to get another chance. Not a penalty corner, but a look from outside here. McElroy. Vikings find themselves on the back foot here. With the whistle, the Bears have been initially able to lay out a lot of offensive pressure, and now Salem State will get some breathing room. Bears unable to convert any of their looks from outside into scores. They'll try to lay down the pressure once more right here. Push forward. Reagan Perry in a rundown for it. Gets beaten, and now it's Salem State trying to take it the other way. Looked like Fallick out on the far side trying to push it ahead. Bergeron. Feed across, intended for James, kind of whiffed on it. Second win, still batted around. Mosley trying to get in the mix with her feet. The push, Mosley lays out for one, but it's not enough. Westwater with the first shot. Mosley a save. Second time Mosley could not hang. make it a 2-0 advantage. This time in the middle of play without even a penalty corner to influence the proceedings. Their second goal of the quarter, second goal of the game so far.
Bridgewater State goal scored by number 3,
and it is Reagan Perry. In the middle of the mess, Reagan Perry able to find the back of the net for a second time, this time unassisted. So in the second quarter of this game, Reagan Perry, the sophomore from Nantucket, has her first 2 goals of the season. Vikings will make another substitution. Kaya Hollingsworth, who restarted the second quarter, comes back out. Hebert will return in her place. Westwater now up ahead, trying to slip one in from the right side. Bergeron pushed back out by the Vikings defense. Bears with a move from the right line. Inbounded to Westwater. Pulled away. Vikings trying to work. Good stick work. Looks like it was Michaela Mason. Mason still doing the dance, trying to find her way up ahead. Intended for Fallica, but the play is blown to a stop. Now Michaela Mason trying to come the other way with Fallica to her left, but the whistle blows the way of Bridgewater State. Frith with some fancy stick work, trying to pull in from the right side. That one's going to be wide of the net. Nobody quite there to capitalize on what Frith was hoping seemingly would be an assist. And instead the Bears take it after it goes out the back. Up ahead, whistle, play stopped. Vikings trying to keep it out of no man's land. That one a little bit too heated to the right by Melanie Mason. Fallica trying to chase it down. Whistle, play stopped. She was in the rundown with Reagan Perry. The 2-goal scorer so far tonight for the Bears. Break up defensively, and here comes Hamilton. Hamilton doing the dance at the midfield, trying to get tangled up with Kenzie Roy. Roy wins the better of it. Roy came in as a substitution for Carolyn Greendale just a moment ago. Bears will make another substitution as well. Madison Ellis back in. Jordan Perry will get a breather. Feed inside, looked like it was intended for James, still rumbling around. And the Bears able to draw yet another penalty corner. Their 6th of the night so far. One of their scores so far, one of the 2 by Reagan Perry, came out of a penalty corner. They're hoping they can find the back of the net yet again. Pulled all the way back out. Initially, now Westwater trying to recover out back. She gets her pocket picked. Takeaway. Looked like it was Michaela Mason. Deflection there. Looked like it was power involved in the big deflection there to stop a crucial heady run by the Vikings. Melanie Mason now, working through the middle. Trailing her way through the defense, putting on the spin move, trying to find a slap shot. Looked like she got a little bit of turf. Too slow, now a run down here, and it's Roy trying to come the other way for the Bears. just before she could reach Bergeron with the ball, and the Vikings will have a second chance. Hamilton brings it in for Salem State, slipped through, nobody quite there. It looked like her intended target might have been Thomas. Westwater now the other way for the Bears. She gets her lunch taken. It's Hamilton with the takeaway. Bears able to grab it back off a pass. Good read by McElroy, slipped forward by Bergeron. James up ahead. Now caught in a bit of a rundown with Melanie Mason. Mason nearly getting the direction she wanted, and now she'll get it off the whistle. Still in a rundown with James. Melanie Mason trying to push forward. A little bit too far. Her intended target looks like it was Yeba. Another whistle, and it's going to go back the way of the Vikings. Looks like it was Frith who's nearest, and she'll try her luck from outside. Pushed in. Nobody quite there. Yeba trying to run it down on the far side. Doing the dance, looks like with power. Yeba, the spin move, not much of anywhere to go. Michaela Mason was trying to step in and support. Under 3 to play in the first half. Bears with the 2-0 lead. Now Bridgewater State, trying to work the other way with a full head of steam. Vikings just barely getting themselves set back up. Reagan Perry to inbound. Correction, might have been Zuber. The 9 looked like a 3 from a distance. Zuber handling business from the left side. Now she'll try to pull her way in. First touch was to Westwater. Now second chance. That one rejected outwards. Bears will get yet another penalty corner for their trouble. Three shots in a row, Mosley was forced to stop. Pushed across, just wide. It was Ellis trying to lay some pressure in. Vikings now trying to take advantage of a numbers advantage. Michaela Mason, she hits the deck. No foul. Vikings trying to avenge her. Looks like Frith on the outside trying to find a way in. Under a minute to play in the first half. Bears with the lead, but the Vikings trying to find a way to the back of the net before 30 minutes are through. Working expediently, Melanie Mason. Push up ahead to Michaela Mason. In the rundown with Roy. Bounder, out of bounds. Last touched, it looks like, by Vikings. And the Bears able to catch a break. Just a matter of keep away now for Bridgewater State as the half comes to a close. If they can keep it away. Vikings with the pickoff. Looked like it was Frith who got in the middle there. Last minute trouble, having a step way out is Hutchinson. And she's able to roll on top of one to retire the half. without a Salem State score. After 30 minutes here at Peter Mazzaferro Field, Bears 2, Vikings nothing. More MASCAC Field hockey action coming right back up after this.
For 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby going crazy. Weezy produced it and Weezy have made me. And she held it down, so she got a Mercedes. No money records, the Army, the Navy. They bring me 10,000, I threw it like Brady. Foreign is yellow like Tracy and Katie. I trust in my they never betray me. Met all these, they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave.
Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them I go, no starch, please. Soon as I you can go, leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Cardiac glasses, I won't even Pikachu. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu. I got him waiting and watching what he gon' do. Tryna be what I do, tryna steal my moves. 2500 for a cool pair of tennis shoes. Same price I can make the youngest come finish you. Know you being charged, you do it like a voodoo. Real dope boy, 100,000 in the diesel. President's attention, I buy, we don't see you. I been getting money, I ain't worried about what he do. I'm getting money like I'm from the ages. They straight out the drop, man. They don't go crazy. They know I'm the truth. Coming straight from the basement. I'm straight as a street when I come from the basement. $1 million, $100, they gon' go crazy. Wham, wham, wham. From the basement. Thought I'll never see the love they found in me. Love's changing all the time. Living in a rhythm where the minutes working all the time. We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. All that long, we are calling out, not again. Never looking down, I'm just an order of what's in front of me. Is it right now? Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them I go, no stops, please. Soon as I do, you can go, leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Me and my dog going off the way. When you're living like it, they supposed to hate. Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them I go, no stops, please. Soon as I do, you can go, leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Me and my dog going off the way. When you're living like it, they supposed to hate. Don't stop, just keep going up. I'm your shoulder lean upon. So come on, deliver from inside. All we got is tonight. That is right to first light. Is it right now? Would you ever become one? I'll be found love. Would you ever become one? Is it right now? Would you ever become one? I'll be found love. Would you ever become one? I knew my rent was gonna be late about a week ago. I worked my ass off, but I still can't pay it though. But I got just enough to get off in this club. Have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it now. I want the time of my life. It's worldwide. Oh, baby. Give me the time of my life. Neo, let's get it. This is the last $20 I got, but I'ma have a good time rolling in that. For the bartender, land us some shots, cause I'ma get loose tonight. She's on fire, she's so hot. I'm no liar, she burned up the spot. Look like Mariah, I took another shot. Just hold her, drop it like it's hot. Dirty talk, dirty dance. She a freaky girl, and I'm a freaky man. She on the rebound, broke up with an ex, and I'm like Rodman, ready on deck. I told her wanna ride out, and she said yes. We didn't go to church, but I'm blessed. My rent was gonna be late about a week ago. I worked my ass off, but I still can't pay it though. But I got just enough to get off in this club. Have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it now. I want the time of my life. Oh, baby. Give me the time of my life. again. Yeah, you got the biggest booty in this spot, and I just wanna see that thing drop from the back to the front to the top. You know me, I'm off in the cut, always like a squirrel looking for a nut. This is up for show. I'm not talking about luck, I'm not talking about love, I'm talking about lust. Now let's get loose, have some fun. Forget about bills in the first of the month. It's my night, your night, our night. Let's turn it up.
I knew my rent was gonna be late about a week ago. I worked my ass off, but I still can't pay it though. But I got just enough to get off in this club. Have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it now.
I want the time of my life. Yeah. Oh, baby. Give me the time of my life.
Let's get it now.
Everybody gon' do something. Everybody gon' do something. Everybody gon' do something. So you might as well roll it up, drink it up, throw it up tonight. Oh, yeah. I said everybody gon' do something. Everybody gon' do something. Everybody gon' do something. So you might as well roll it up, drink it up, throw it up tonight.
This for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a great day. Remember that.
On the internet and checking a new hit, me get up. First shot, come struck walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. Put on my tail, trust me, on my INDEPENDENT. Hustling, chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Now, can I kick it? Thank you, yeah. I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark. We raw. Till I go, oh, I'm gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. My girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer. Nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now, sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands. This is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
And we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Go back,
Bears take a 2-0 lead into the second half, looking to defend it against the Vikings of Salem State University. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back or welcome aboard to the Bears Sports Network. I'm Matt Donahue on the call with you, along with Luke Mansfield on camera. Bears able to get 2 goals in the first half, both off the stick of Reagan Perry, the sophomore from Nantucket. One out of a penalty corner, one in the middle of play. And they'll seek to hang on to or build on that lead. But the Vikings showed some tough offensive pressure in the closing moments of the first half. And they will also be looking for exactly that kind of sweet spot. Bears with a free shot out here to start out. It'll be Zuber taking it. Gives it across. Looks like to McElroy. McElroy putting on the brakes, then trying to find a way across. Intended looked like for James. Pushed backward by the Vikings. Salem State now with the free shot up ahead to Michaela Mason. Play interrupted, now Bears going the other way. Bergeron pulls to the right. Trying to find a way in. That was intended for, not for Perry, but she'll try to capitalize right there in the middle. Rejected back outwards by Mosley, it looked like. Vikings give up the penalty corner, but survive a quick onslaught. So Reagan Perry, who has both of the scores tonight for the Bears so far, positioned to the left of the arc for the penalty corner. This one pushed out, looked like it was Zuber trying to get something, but deflected up and out. Trying to work out some clock irregularities here as we prepare for another Bears penalty corner. Their 9th of the game coming up. Feed inside, Westwater trying to find a way through. Play stopped, and the Vikings hold this one off. Amelia Westwater, one of 3 Attleboro natives to see action tonight for this Bears team, interestingly enough. Herself, Madison Ellis, freshman from Attleboro. And Kaylee Hutchinson, the starting keeper tonight for the Bears, an Attleboro native, but played her high school ball over in Fall River at Durfee High. Power. Feed through. That one was a little bit too much for Perry to grab onto. Reagan Perry, I should say. He'll try to chase it down here. Winning it and trying to take it the other way is Frith. She'll hang on to it, but she'll have to pull it in from the side. She'll yield that one to Santarella. Santarella with a swat into Bridgewater State territory and nearly got that one cleanly to Hebert. Ended up out of bounds off a deflection. Now the Vikings looking for another concerted push the other way. Cornetta trying to get in front and stop that. Vikings trying to pull their way in. Not so much luck. Not so much luck, excuse me. Tearing the other way, here's James. Gives it up. Roy. Roy stepping forward. Roy looking for a slap shot through. Another one directed wide. Looked like James was in the middle there trying to give it the second wind, but she takes it to the right. Lexi James leads this program in goals with 7. Picked up her first assist of the year tonight on the first of Reagan Perry's goals in the second quarter. Power. Back across to Cornetta. Cornetta through now. Looks like McElroy trying to slip one forward. Bears looking for momentum. James pushing in from the right. No such luck. Intended for Reagan Perry, but a little bit beyond her reach. A hearty collision of sticks there, and it is Thomas taking it the other way for the Vikings. That play's blown up. And a green card. Looks like it will be shown to Roy. Salem State will make a couple of substitutions. There was Thomas, she came in for Hebert, and Claire Fallica, who came in for Ashley Yeba. So Roy shown the green card, the first booking of the night for either side. Vikings with a free shot from a little ways outside. Here's Michaela Mason. Trying to navigate in traffic out to the left. Feed across, it's a stick battle. Slap shot, and that hit the back. Looked like it may have been Melanie Mason with the final push. Either way, the Vikings on the board, and this Bears lead is trimmed in half. A tough team effort for Salem State, and they are able to get on the scoreboard here in quarter number 3 with 8:45 to go in the third. So Mason's going to get that. Melanie Mason, senior from Beverly. She and Michaela Mason, this team's 2 points leaders.
Salem
Mason
State
with her
goal
5th
scored
score
by number 5,
of the season.
Melanie Mason.
A small but hearty contingent of Salem State fans in attendance here, cheering for Mason's unassisted goal. Vikings are looking for number 2. Westwater's trying to get in the mix to push it away. Across to Jordan Perry. Perry benefits from the whistle, will keep possession. This time she'll have to hold up, she'll yield a little bit outside. Leaves it to Zuber. Given away to the Vikings. And now Salem State trying to, not quite. A valiant effort by Fallica trying to chase it down as it trickled out the right sideline, but she couldn't quite reach it. Last touched by the Bears, though. So Fallica's effort not in vain. There's Fallica now on the right side trying to pull one across. Nearly trouble. Hutchinson had to lay out a little bit. Still not quite cleared. Bears trying to get it out of the way, only as far as Frith. Push through, and that one's wide. Vikings with a serious threat with 6:38 to go in the third. But taken just to the side. That was Michaela Mason, who tried to lay one on Hutchinson, had it blocked. Hamilton with the second wind there also took that one wide. Here comes Frith. Now from the outside, Thomas was trying to pull one in there. An unfortunate deflection for the Bears, and it will mark the first penalty corner of the night for Salem State. With just over 6 minutes in the third quarter, the Vikings will take their first penalty corner of the evening. Michaela Mason with the first touch, trying to get it as it moves to the right. Pushed in. Batted around, and the Bears stave it off by whistle. Roy. Back to Westwater. Bears trying to pull it out of their own end. McElroy. James and Bergeron both trying to have a look. Not much they can do to get around. Vikings with a full head of steam. Michaela Mason trying to find something through to Thomas. Bears able to benefit from the whistle. Not even quite as far as midfield. Melanie Mason was in to keep it from going too far into Viking territory. 5 to play in the third. Frith. Trying to drop back for Melanie Mason. Whistle the other way and the Bears will benefit. From just about midfield, here comes McElroy. Intended for Bergeron. Couldn't quite reach her. James, blocked, trying to take it again. Thomas, taken away by Westwater. Another whistle, play stopped. Going Salem State's way. The swat partially deflected. Frith might like that one back. McElroy forward. Up ahead. Bergeron now at midfield trying to find some way forward fast. 3:18 to play in the third. Westwater. Across, not sure who the intended target was, ends up being picked up by Roy. Roy through, picked right off on the pass. Michaela Mason. Falica drops it back, this time for Frith. Up ahead, Mason. Back across for Frith in a bit of a rundown. Westwater with another takeaway, this time off the pass. Westwater pushes forward for Jordan Perry. Vikings tearing the other way. That was a hard shot. Tough look. Cochran took out the do-it-yourself kit and nearly slapped one in from long distance. Under 2 to play in the third. Hollingsworth. Rejected, trying to come in from the right. James. Bears nearly able to capitalize off a disruption. James pulling forward. Jordan Perry nearly, but just wide. Jordan Perry with a very good look, but just enough disruption by the Vikings. Half a minute to play in the third. Hollingsworth and Roy in a rundown. Still not clear who has the better of it. Must have been Roy. Here comes McElroy. Feed through. Reagan Perry nearly dangerous. That one kicked back out. Mosley had to intervene, stepping well away from the net. And the third comes to a close. Vikings able to find their first goal of the night, but they still trail the Bears by 1. They'll be hunting for it in the final 15 here at Peter Mazzaferro Field. 45 down, 15 to go at Peter Mazzaferro Field. Bears up 2-1 on the Vikings. But Salem State looking for just the pressure they need to tie this thing up in the final 15 minutes. Vikings have been able to hold off the Bridgewater State onslaught very well in the second half so far. They'll need to keep up exactly that defensive pressure and put some on themselves. Vikings getting their first penalty corner of the night back in the third. All progress they'll look to build on. And of course, a crucial score as well. Melanie Mason putting it in unassisted for the Vikings. Here's Power. Through to Roy. A little too much to handle, and that one rolls out. Frith with the free shot. Pushed through, that one hit the foot. Bumped off the inner foot of Melanie Mason. It's been a lot of kicks tonight so far between these two teams. "13 minutes to play in the game. Bears with the 2-1 lead. Vikings looking for a crucial tying goal. Reagan Perry was trying to get it forward, interrupted by the Vikings. Yeba trying to keep it in, just rolls out off the stick of Power. And Yeba will leave it for Frith to handle in bounds. Abby pulling back. Abby Zuber. Some plentiful cheers for her in the stands. This crowd has been engaged all night. Bergeron. Forward and too far forward. Vikings have come close on a couple of occasions to just the pressure they need, but haven't quite been able to find it yet for that second score. Vikings will make a substitution. Thomas back in for Hebert. And the Bears are going to get a free shot here in Viking territory, trying to find their third goal. Roy gets it from Zuber. Feed inside, Lexi James trying to get in the mix, and that is in. Looks like they might be waving this one off. We're going to have a look and see. Our official was making some tremendous gesticulation, seeming to indicate that goal was being waved off. And there will be no score on that play. Bears are frustrated. Vikings quite pleased. Several Vikings
in own goal.
Trying as hard as they could to signal wave off as if to manifest it.
Excuse me, no goal.
And the call is official. No goal on the play. This thing will stay a one-score game for now. 10 minutes to play. Still Bears 2, Vikings 1. Melanie Mason with the goal for the Vikings. Reagan Perry with both the goals for the Bears. Bears find themselves in a bit of a tricky spot. Thomas trying to find a way in, relatively close, as that one is blown dead, and the Bears are forced into a penalty corner. Just the second of the game for the Vikings. First one was in the third quarter. So the Vikings will trigger in from the left side of the net. 9:47 to play in the game. Salem State looking for a tying goal. Michaela Mason trying to feed something in from the right. Disputed around, having to fall on it is Hutchinson. Bears able to survive. BSU able to survive the second penalty corner of the game for the Vikings. Salem State not quite done yet, though. Still looking for one final slip. Down on the play is Melanie Mason. Took a knee there on the foul. Mason trying to get something. That one's deflected as it shoots high. Bears with another deflection, but they're going to give up another penalty corner. And now after going the full first half without a single penalty corner, and just one in the third, Salem State now has 2 in the fourth. Michaela Mason, feed in, deflection. Westwater trying to put it away there. Bears are not pleased as they give up yet another. Third penalty corner of the quarter. And now the Vikings are starting to find the looks they're looking for. 8:38 to play in the game. Bears have a 2-1 lead over the Vikings. But Salem State finding plenty of chances here in the fourth. And there's more than a chance. They managed to tie this thing up. Third penalty corner of the quarter. Vikings find exactly what they need, tied at 2. So Bridgewater State, after going up 2-0, find themselves all drawn up at 2 apiece. It'll be the second goal of the night for Melanie Mason. And now each team has a key player with 2 goals tonight. Reagan Perry for the Bears and Melanie Mason
scored by number
for the
5,
Vikings.
Melanie Mason, assisted by number 3, Michaela Mason.
It's Michaela Mason with the assist. Melanie Mason with the score, and we're all drawn up at 2 with a little over 8 to play in the game. Bears trying to take the initiative back. Zuber nearly feeding her way in, but pulled back out. And now a player down and back up, thankfully, for the Vikings. Looked from a distance like it might have been Hollingsworth who was shaken up on the play, not 100% certain. As we get a better look, stand corrected, it may have been Cochran. So Hannah Cochran, the Marshfield native, now just jogging over, it looks like, to the sideline and checking herself out. Vikings bring in a quick substitution. And their substitution is Hollingsworth. She comes in for Cochran. Fallica also in originally for Hollingsworth, but Hollingsworth brought back in for Cochran. Bears made a substitution of their own. It was Ellis who came back in for Jordan Perry. 6:20 to play in the game. All tied up at 2 between the Bears and the Vikings. Bridgewater with the initiative for much of the first half. Vikings with the initiative for much of the second. Bears with a free shot here now. First touch was by Zuber. Bears will try to bring it in from a little closer. McElroy trying to sling one in from the right. Pushed back, and the Vikings trying to take the initiative now here again. Zuber, feed through. James was trying to get her stick on it, couldn't quite. Slap shot immediately pushed back the other way by the Bears, deep into Viking territory. A whistle, Bergeron with the last touch. Bears able to secure a penalty corner. So Bridgewater State with a set piece, looking to step back in front by 1. With under 5 to play, 4:53 exactly in regulation. Out a little ways, now Roy trying to arc it in, second touch James, that one blocked. Looked like a quick save by Izzy Mosley. And the Vikings able to hold one off. Fallica on the left side. Puts on the brakes. Now looking for a push across to Thomas. Interrupted. It's Ellis trying to get in the way, excuse me. Good takeaway now, Bridgewater State holding off the pressure. James with a full head of steam, moving over to the right side, trying to set something up, but there's nobody there to capitalize initially. Ellis is trying to get in the mix. Bears end up giving it away. Only as far as Reagan Perry, who chases it down. It is getting fast and physical in Viking territory with 3.5 to go in the game. Pushed back, but only as far as Aaron Power. Through to Roy. Roy to Reagan Perry. Now a free shot from the left side for Roy. Back out to Zuber. Zuber interior, James trying to finish it off, deflected. Key stop for the Vikings, but it'll mean another penalty corner. Two minutes and 44 seconds in regulation. Bears and Vikings drawn up at 2. Bridgewater State looking for the final blow if they can. Out to Westwater. Pushed back across. Through. Zuber was trying to hit one. It ends up trickling left. And the Vikings survive another one. Cornetta gives it away on the pass attempt. That was right to Falica. Pushed through back though. Nobody to capitalize for the Vikings. Power lets it roll out. Two minutes exactly in regulation. Zuber. Up the left side, double teamed. Still just barely hanging on to it. Trying to get it over to Ellis. Play stops, Zuber now. Bouncer through, rejected again. She's getting triple teamed, and this one is just swatted right out of bounds. It was Melanie Mason with the rejection. Power to inbound. Power a swat, no clear feed through. She was trying to get it to James, but met a whole host of Salem sticks. Slap forward, and that's going back the other way. We may very well see overtime here at Peter Mazzaferro Field tonight. Play blown dead. Roy was trying to feed it in. What ensued leads to a penalty corner. And with under a minute to play in regulation, the Bears are trying to find the decisive blow. Yet another penalty corner. It will be their 12th. Salem State has had just 4. First touch comes to Ellis. Pushed back out, rejected. Vikings survive that one and let it roll out. Bears with little time to work with. Westwater up ahead to McElroy, half a minute to play. Across, James was in the mix, takes it out wide. But the blocking results in yet another Bears penalty corner. 27 seconds left in the game this time. Triggered in, here's Westwater, just a little behind her. Now across, Zuber, chased down. Getting pushed out. Vikings only get it back as far as Cornetta, but we're probably looking at overtime. Michaela Mason trying to prove me wrong. Mason taking it the other way, 1 second left. Couldn't get the look she was looking for. And we'll have OT here at Peter Mazzaferro Field. After an hour, Bears 2, Vikings 2. We'll be right back with you for overtime here at Peter Mazzaferro Field on the Bears Sports Network.
I would, but first of all, let me say I must apologize for acting stinking, treating you this way. Cause I've been acting like sour milk all on the floor. It's your fault you didn't shut the refrigerator. Maybe that's the reason I've been acting so cold. If I could escape and recreate a place that's my own world, and I could be your favorite girl forever, perfectly together. And tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? If I could be sweet, so sorry, I know I've been a real bad girl. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. So we can make it better. And tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? I wanna get away to all the sweetest. I wanna get away. You love me down, I'm at my lowest boiling point. Come help me out, I need to get me out of this joint. Come on, let's bounce, counting on you to turn me around. Instead of clowning around, let's look for some common ground. So baby, time's getting a little crazy, I've been getting a little lazy, waiting you to come save me. I can see that you're angry by the way that you treat me. Hopefully you don't leave me, wanna take you with me. I get escape and recreate a place that's my own world, and I could be your favorite girl forever, perfectly together. And tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? If I could be sweet, so sorry, I know I've been a real bad girl. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. So we can make it better. And tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? If I could escape, if I could escape, cause I've been acting like sour milk all on the floor. It's your fault you didn't shut the refrigerator. Maybe that's the reason I've been acting so cold. If I could escape and recreate a place that's my own world, and I could be your favorite girl forever, perfectly together. And tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? If I could be sweet, so sorry, I know I've been a real bad girl. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. So we can make it better. And tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? I wanna get away to all the sweetest. I wanna get away.
All of the lights.
At least 10 minutes of extra field hockey here at Peter Mazzaferro Field. Bears and Vikings tied up at 2. 2 Vikings goals by Melanie Mason, 2 Bears goals by Reagan Perry, and that is where we stand. Here's Power trying to get something started up the right side for the Bears. Pushed across. Bergeron trying to hang on to it forward. Ends up giving it away at first to McVeigh. Laura McVeigh, another Attleboro native, junior. Seeing action here in overtime for the Vikings. It's out of bounds, too much for Salem State to handle. It'll be Bridgewater State ball. Looks like Mason. Hutchinson able to see one out the right side. That shot wide. Vikings came back from down 2-0 to draw this one up. And now it is anybody's game here in OT. Allison Thomas with that last shot that Hutchinson watched sail wide. Melanie Mason. Across to Michaela Mason. Trying to cut in from the right side. Feed through. Thomas was trying to have a look at it. Power will push it out. Vikings drawing it back in. Bears trying to prevent the trouble. Whistle blows the play dead, but gives up a penalty corner for Salem State. 7:39 left in overtime, and the Vikings will have the first set piece of the extra clock. A small but loud contingent of Salem State fans in the stands here at BSU, making their presence known. Michaela Mason, slap through, bouncer, pushed back out. Bears able to get the stop. And the more numerous BSU fans in the stands are quite pleased with the defense they see. Push up ahead intended for James, she gets it. Got that one off of Bergeron. James across, that one's broken up. It was a long shot, and it was read well. Looks like it was McVeigh who got in on the interruption there. Correction, looks like it may have been Santarella. The crowd is animated here, even in extra time. So the Vikings get a bit of a free shot from outside here. Melanie Mason pushing it in. Here's Michaela Mason now on the right, trying to work around Westwater. Melanie Mason sweeping back in, trying to slap one in, blocked, but the Bears give up another penalty corner. So Vikings looking for the go-ahead shot. Crowd getting very loud here. Some Salem fans audible, some Bears fans audible. Brought in across to Melanie Mason. Trying to work her way in from the left. Bears survive it. Bears trying to pull it the other way, no. Initially, Melanie Mason thought she had a steal, but it's ruled still BSU ball. Frith, across to Melanie Mason. Michaela Mason. Michaela Mason taking it straight up to Westwater. Westwater interrupts. Yet another penalty corner for Salem State. 5:42 to play in overtime. Tied up at 2, and that's what brought us here. Corner in. Pulled back, Michaela Mason. Looking for the slap shot, and it's in! A direct hit from distance. And Michaela Mason puts the Vikings over the top. It was Melanie Mason who brought the Vikings back into contention, and it is Michaela Mason from outside who ends this game. Your final score in overtime, Vikings 3, Bears 2. A tough one for Bridgewater State to give up, and they will fall to 1-5 in conference play. Vikings will advance to an even 3-3 in the MASCAC. Bears with their 7th loss of the season, still trying to find their footing. They give up a 2-0 lead, and Salem State in overtime comes back to take this one 3-2. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Bears Sports Network tonight for Bears Field hockey action. I'm Matt Donahue on the call, along with Luke Mansfield on camera. We'll see you next time around for more Bears sports action, and remember that every day is a great day to be a Bear.